Aye. I've it looks a bit unusual. This discussion does. I've got me wearing my hood up. I suppose it's just an idea for something different. I suppose it's from um the the topic of this discussion is the Earth really 4.5 billion years old? I don't know the exact reasons why scientists have come up with the figure 4.5 billion for the age of the Earth. I suppose you get these religious fundamentalist people who say that the Earth is just over 6,000 years old. That's all it is. No, they think the 6 days of creation in Genesis were 6 literal days, and they don't think that the Earth existed prior to the first day of creation. So the figure they've come up with for the age of the Earth is just over 6,000 years. Years, nothing more than that. Whereas scientists say it's 4.5 billion years old. Well, I don't know what the criteria is for saying that it's 4.5 billion years old. Is it because could it be that that's just a rough Darwinian estimate? Because if everything has just evolved, that's how long it would have taken for everything to have got here the way it is. 4.5 billion years. I mean, basically, to the human mind, 4.5 billion years is an eternity. It's nothing less than an eternity. It's the human mind is a staggering amount of time. The human mind couldn't even comprehend lengths of time like that. I mean, thousands of years will seem like a long time to us. We're talking here about thousands of billions, thousands of millions of years. A billion is 1,000 million. And if really, if the Earth was 4.5 billion years old, would there need to be a God? Because everything could everything could have just evolved slowly over a period of time like that. And another question we could bring into this is this life all there is? I mean, is it really true that there's no is it really true that there's no God and no afterlife whatsoever? It's you could bring all these questions into this. And I know Mark Twain said, "I was dead for billions and billions of years before I was born, and it never caused me the slightest inconvenience." Well, you could start to think like that, couldn't you? That there's no sort of afterlife whatsoever. Well, once you're dead, you're gone, and you weren't and you weren't here prior to your conception in any shape or form. So, you could say that when you're dead, things just go back to how they were before, and they're never going to change. You could say there was no resurrection of any sort in store for us. But Really, I'd say personally, and the estimation of the age of the Earth at 4.5 billion years is to I think scientists use figures like that to be compatible with the theory of evolution, really, because it would have because we're intelligent beings. It would have it would have taken 4.5 billion years for us to evolve the way we are. But you can bring all sorts of questions into this discussion, couldn't you? Has the universe been created? Is there any evidence that the universe that there is a creator? I've touched on I've done discussions on all this sort of thing before, but the main thing of this discussion is the universe really 4.5 billion years old? Is that just is that just a rough estimate based on Darwinian theories of how life came about? I don't think the Bible actually specifies the age of the Earth. All it says is in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Well, it doesn't really say how long ago it in the beginning was. Even if you take the days of creation as being 6 literal days, which the heavens and the earth were here before the first day of creation, and we don't know how long before. But the figure of 4.5 billion years is that based on evolution? Is that based solely on evolution? Because evolution takes vast amounts of time to occur because it progresses slowly, very slowly from one generation to another. It's all food for thought, isn't it? But what's your opinion on it? Just what criteria do you think it is used to come up with the figure 4.5 billion years? Is it based solely on evolution, or is it based on other forms of evidence? Is it based on what sort of things is the figure based on? Anyway, I don't want to bore you to tears. I've got to go food shopping now. I've hardly got any. I've skipped dinner today. Because I didn't feel like going food shopping. If I'm not careful, I'll be starving. But it's food for thought, if you forgive the little pun there. About what criteria do scientists use for coming up with a figure of 4.5 billion years? Anyway, I'll be back soon with more material. Bye.